Are you ready to go to the Southeast Overland Camping Event? Let's go! Hello, my name is Charlie Grace, and let's go to the Southeast Overland Camping Event put on by TNT Overlander. It's an amazing event. Let me just say, when we put the camping in camping, we put the overlanding in camping. So let's go check this out. So the first thing you want to know about this event, it's in a fantastic location. It's really cool. It's at the Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary, which is closed. It's no longer in working order. It's sort of a haunted, really cool place. It's really, really neat. They do haunted tours. They do candle flashlight tours at night and things like that. And you can learn all about the penitentiary, which is really cool. There's a museum. They talk about what's been going on over the years. And some of the family members and people that have worked there or even like been in there will give these tours. It's really, really interesting. On top of the really cool jail or prison that's there, they also have a distillery, a gift shop, and a really nice place to go eat. It's really fun. They have barbecue and burgers and really yummy good sandwiches, and I ate there a few times. A lot of fun. I will say the nachos with the pulled pork, fantastic. And the smash burgers, not so bad either. So I've never had bad food at the warden's table over there, which is really cool. They do have, in the distillery, they do have moonshine tastings. Gotta love some Tennessee moonshine. They also have whiskey and vodka and other things. Did some moonshine tasting with friends. Got to taste some really yummy good stuff. And of course they have a gift store. So you can get a t-shirt or a hat or a koozie, whatever you want to show that you've survived the Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary tour, which is really cool. On the grounds as well is something that's near and dear to my heart, which is of course a rescue animal shelter. And they have animals that they bring on the weekends for adoptions. It's a really cool thing. So if you have the opportunity and you're looking for a new pet to get on the road, might be someplace to check out. All right, so let's get back to the actual event. Here is the scoop. So this is normally a Friday, Saturday, Sunday event, but you can come in for early camping if you pay a little extra on Thursday, which I highly recommend you do. So a lot of people will get together off-site, maybe at a Cracker Barrel, Walmart, whatever, and figure out, they'll all come in together. Now, what's nice about this is it's festival camping, meaning if you come in together, you're on a park together, but also if you want to be a little further out, you've got a group of 7, you've got a group of 5, got a group of 10 maybe, you want to try to get those rigs together so you can camp with your friends. Now, if you have no one to camp with, that's fine too, because they'll put you in with other groups and you'll get to meet lots and lots of people. So I camped near some friends I knew, and I also had some neighbors I didn't know. And throughout the entire event, you just get to know people, and it's really welcoming. It's really nice. And there's always a campfire to join every single night. So I was really happy to park with some of my van fam, as I call it, people I've known for a while in vans. One Beer Joe and Tim and Greta and Jeff and Matt, some really cool people, really excited. And then I had all my Tiffin van fam show up too, and their GH1s and GH2s, and some Winnebago Echo people as well. Lots of really neat stuff that showed up. Not just rigs, but really neat people, which I think is really exciting. You learn a lot from people who've been doing this a while. So there's Jeeps and Toyotas and all sorts of trucks, so lots of different kinds of campers all the way around. So from a camping event, the camping itself is really the main event. I couldn't count how many dogs I saw a day, and they were so cute. There were so many of them. I always say this is a dog event with camping, but it goes both ways. People who overland love to get together, have meals together, have cookouts. The meals that I saw these people preparing were pretty significant, and I decided something I was looking for was something to cook on outside. I've been looking for a couple years. I had a couple ideas, but I think I found what I really like, and it's called an icknick. And it's an icknick scuttle, they call it. And it's really neat. It's like a triangular tube, and it's propane, which I like that too. So it doesn't have a lot of smell to it. It's propane, so it's a heater. Goes up on like a tripod stand, so you can bring it up higher, which I like. And it also has like a really big, I don't want to say a wok because it's more flat. It's a scuttle, and you get to cook on it. It has a little indentation, so if you're doing bacon or something, you can pour off the grease. I really like this a lot. I just got it during the event, so kudos to icknick. I think you guys are doing a great job. I'm going to play with it around a little bit before I give it a really good product review, but right now, it's pretty awesome. All right, so on top of camping, let's talk about the vendors. Let's talk about the swag. Let's talk about all the cool stuff that was there. There's always cool stuff. So TNT Overlander, Darren, those guys did a fantastic job. Again, a lot of really cool vendors. So everyone from people who are building campers to people who are doing tents on top of Jeeps and different things like that, to also all the accessories. So there, like I said, I bought something. I bought a nice little icknick, propane fireplace, which a lot of people needed. And there's also there's a campfire company that was there giving some really cool propane campfires. Love those, really handy. And Defiance Tools, Rhino USA, and other really cool, I think Overlander Outpost. A lot of cool things. Of course, my friends at New Mix are there selling some really cool drink containers. I love these things. You're going to hear more about those in the future too. Those are coming up. But I did some shopping. I looked around at all the vendors and found some really cool stuff. And you tell me which one you like the best. But I will say this, I was really tempted to get a little teeny tiny remote control overlanding vehicle. These looked really cool. The kids had a blast with them, but I definitely saw more adults actually buying them. Of course, there were other fun vendors too, from food vendors, clothing and socks, some really cool towels, microfiber towels, things like that. So there's lots of different things when you go to these overland, events of when you're looking to stuff or buy. It's not just bolts and saw shackles. It can also be every other kind of accessory as well. So I think they did a fantastic job with lots of different kinds of vendors. I think it really filled out the whole, what people were looking for. That was really cool. Okay, it wouldn't be SOC without amazing raffles. And let me tell you what, they showed up for the raffles. Everyone got 2 raffle tickets, and you could buy more. They would go to charity and other things, which I always love. So these raffle tickets went to some pretty insane prizes. Everything from like brand new tires, brand new awnings, lots of really cool stuff. So I definitely think these raffles are worth it, and everybody showed up for these raffles. We did win a couple of prizes here and there, which is fun. Made sure to pay it forward to people who needed it, of course. But we had a good time just sort of hanging out in the back near a little campfire, talking and meeting more friends, because that's what it's all about. I would definitely say this is my favorite overlanding event in Tennessee, and it starts off spring in a great way. So this is something that I would put on your calendar every single year, and you have the opportunity to do this. Now, this is complete boondocking. There's no hookups. Now, there is, I believe, down the way, an RV park if you want to have full hookups. It's a different story, but you'll be a little further away from all the campground. So it's just whatever you want to do. I prefer to boondock. It's a lot easier. Now, be prepared for any kind of weather. It could rain. It could snow. It could be windy. It could be who knows what. This time it was really sunny and really hot the first day, and then super cold the next 2 days. That's just the way it's going to be. Welcome to Tennessee. All 4 seasons in one day, especially in the spring. But I think it was fantastic, and I had no problem. I brought my jacket. I brought my rain boots. I was ready no matter what. Another thing I picked up a new radio, which I'm excited about. I got a new Redhead radio, and I've always wanted one of these. I wanted a bright color too. Imagine that sort of matches my outfit today. I'm sort of color coordinated, but these are really handy. So when you're on the road and you're talking to people and you want to say, hey, get on channel 7, we're talking on channel 7, or if you're in a caravan, it's nice to have a nice, radio as well. So I highly recommend everyone having a radio if you're traveling in a caravan, and if you like to go overlanding, definitely something to have on board. So if you're interested in going to any of these really cool events like this, be a part of our adventure crew. I'll leave a link in the description below. It's free, it's fun to join, and we put all the cool events in there. And if you want to go camping with us, you just say, hey, we want to be part of that crew. And we try to find a meeting place ahead of time and camp together and make really cool connections for you while you're on the road. So until next week, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, that bell to get notified. Safe travels and happy trails. It is early Sunday and people are already taking off. You can see behind me, oh my gosh, so many campers, so many people. This was so much fun. So if you love camping, just be prepared. It could be cold, rainy, who knows what. It was really hot the other day, so we've had all 4 seasons in 3 days. But hope to do this again next year with the adventure crew. Thanks so much to all the volunteers and organizers. You guys did a fantastic job. And all the sponsors, thank you once again for allowing us to make this whole thing a great event.